Hi there, I'm Cher Johnston, and today I'm going to do this little garden party. I started looking for my Liberty fabrics and realized that I have all these little pieces already um, that are in my um, that are in my ba, 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 ba. They're in my book already. Sometimes I think that I should just not say words because sometimes the words are just don't come to me. And I probably should get a different pair of scissors. But anyway, I got this. I showed this book yesterday, the other day. I showed this book one time from Calico and Stitch. And I thought I had seen this picture of this garden party. Couldn't find it in the book. So I decided I would go to her Instagram. And sure enough, there it was. So all I did is I pulled it up on my laptop, put a piece of paper over top of it, and I traced the pattern. Because, I can make patterns myself, but I don't like to. I'd rather just cheat. I don't think Sue would mind. I'll put a link to her Instagram in the description, because she should get credit for the design. And of course, my design is not going to be exactly like hers. Even if I did trace it, it would come out completely different. And that's my viewpoint on stealing designs. If you want to take something of mine, take a picture and trace it to make a pattern, I'm all for it. I say great. It's not like you're really copying, because, well, I mean, you can copy, but it won't be the same. It would not be the same at all. And I would be flattered, actually. So I'm going to trace all these out. I don't normally do this kind of thing on camera, but I thought, what the heck? Why not? I'm sitting here in my chair by the window, listening to the neighbor girls argue. They are adorable, I have to say. Makes me miss having kids around. Kind of makes me miss my grandkids. All right. Was that one? Or was it that one? 1, 2, 3. No, that's 2. This is 3. This is 4. Not the same. That looks good enough. And then I need one more. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Which Which, what? I think I have 5 different pieces, different patterns. Oh, one of them's just a blue and white stripe, which doesn't, I don't care. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I want a lot of blue this time. Alrighty, let's do this. And no, I can't see through the fabric to see what I'm doing. You notice that I keep picking it up to look. And then I'm going to cut it out and put it over top of that. And see how it looks. Because I'm not trying to do, I'm really not trying to just copy the pattern exactly. All right, now I made one little flag. Now I need more flags. These should be easy. Let's just do piece of pizza. Excuse me. Perhaps I should be quiet and speed through this, because I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just, you can fast forward me. I want to make sure that I don't mix these up with the other. I think there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 7. Because, you know, just because. Because odd numbers. It's a design thing. Odd numbers. I might need to get a bigger pair of scissors and straighten these out. But the other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna, oh, blop, blop, blop. I'm gonna iron them. One, so that I can get rid of the ink, and also so that they're nice and flat. And I think I'm gonna get some glue, like a glue stick, and just stick them down a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Before I do that, I want to show you some of my pages that I did. This is what I've been working on. Hold on, drink of tea. let's just shove all this back in this little bag. My little bag of blue orts. And here's some more. Let's leave this piece of floss out. All right. So I've been working on sewing up some pages. This is, let me see if I can make you come out some, whoops. A little bit. I started this because this was inspired by Sarah Lee Armstrong, and she did something like this. She did hers on the sewing machine, of course, but then when I folded it in half, I went, oh no, that's like way too big. So I don't know if I'm going to use that. Those, I'm not sure. This is something I just started with my beautiful Battenberg lace. This is lace that I made myself many years ago when my eyes were better, and I kept it because I don't know, I didn't know what to do with it. There's the other half of the page. So this is going to go in the book just like this. And then this one has lace from my mother. I think this was on one of her square dance dresses. And that's the other half. And I left the things dangling. I haven't decided what to do with them. I might just leave them dangling. So, and this, I think what I'm working on is going to be another page in the book. All right, I'll be back. Okay, now this is not the way that it's laid out on the pattern, but I don't really care. It's just pattern that I took. Now I'm going to try, I've not done this before, but I've heard that it would work. So we're going to try it out. And you know what I think I'll do? I think I will I think I'll do the flags first and sew down the flags. And I may not do all of this on camera because boring. But I do want you to see whether or not this works. Aha! This one looks like, I was going to get bigger scissors and I forgot. Doesn't matter. I found some of my Liberty. This is Liberty fabric. I had wanted to use Liberty fabric and then couldn't find it. So I decided to use some other orts. And this is number 10 milliner's needle. I use it for beading and for sewing. So I'm going to just tack these on. And I don't mind. I don't mind if the stitches show. In fact, maybe I should use a different color thread so that it does show. We'll see. We'll just see about that. All right, I want one stitch in the very tippity end. Okay, so this looks like it's going to work. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just continue to sew these on like this. I don't know. I kind of like that they're hidden, the stitches. And if I want them not hidden, I can do that later. When I do all the stitching. All right. So this is boring. And I also don't want the video to be too long because it takes a long time to upload. So I'll be back. Rabbit holes, rabbit holes. Okay. I have 2 strands of this DMC Floss 224. Not a color I would have picked, but this is all I have. I I did find a list online that I liked, and I don't have a car. So if I want to go places, I take the bus or I Uber, which is fine, but not always very pleasant. Anyway, I'm doing a padded satin stitch. Sometimes I think maybe I should just not tell you what I'm doing and just do it. But that's why I did 3 horizontal stitches, and now I'm doing all these vertical stitches on top of the horizontal ones because I want it to be sort of puffy. And I know I'm going over the same stitch sometimes again and again and again. I have a list that I found online of colors And once again, I searched online to find colors that I could buy online. And I should just go to the store and get them. Too expensive to buy online. I mean, there's a lot of nice bundles you can get from DMC. You can get a stick people or stitch people, whatever it's called. I don't remember. You can get a bundle anyways of skin tones. But it's like, it's less than $10, but it's $5 for shipping. I don't want to pay it. All right. I want one that's going to go right over top of there. No, I think I need another one. If the top of the head is wonky, it doesn't really matter because we're going to do hair. And then my people never have necks because, I don't know, they don't need a neck, I guess. Arms are little stem stitches. And when I looked at Calico and Stitch on Instagram, her people's arms and legs are sort of, I don't know, they're a little wonky. It doesn't matter that much if they're straight or proportional, or they look funny if you really look at them close up. Sometimes they look kind of funny. But the point is not that they need to look perfect, just that it needs to look like a person. All right, I'm going to go down and do feeties, feets, legs, feet, whatever. And I used thread this time that's rather more pink than I might like, but the background is actually very, very skin tone. See, if you look at the color against my skin, it just looks very similar. All right. I have fish in the oven, and I cook the way my mother taught me. My mother's mom taught her to sew and taught my aunt to cook. So my mother taught me to sew. She didn't really teach me to cook. I care though, but my mom's method is you put it in the oven, and when you smell it, it's done. Works really well for cookies. You have to pay attention though, because if you smell them for too long, they burn. So I'm smelling my fish. I need to go check it now. I'm back. I I have to move my camera now and then. I mean, I move my, oh, what do you call it? The thing that holds the camera. The thing that holds the phone in place. You know what I'm talking about. I move it now and then. Okay, this person, this little lady is going to have feet that go like this because she might have shoes on. And her feet go kind of like that. And her legs are kind of, I don't know, bow-legged. All right. And then she has one arm showing against her dress, like this. Great, another plane. Just what I need. All right, down to the elbow. And then I have to look and see what it looks like. It looks okay. She's going to have flowers in her hands. So she's going to have bent arms. And then this one is just going to be a little tiny nub. Not a nub, but that's all you can see of her hand. Okay, now I do have to go because it's too warm in here. And I'm sure that my fish is done now. Okay, there's my horizontal stitches. And I'm going to go get my food out of the oven and come back. Okay. Gotta say, I rather like the way these are turning out. I'm going to change the direction that I'm sewing. I'm going to go from the bottom up to the top. Sometimes I like to make sure that they have a bit of a nose. You know, like this lady is obviously facing to the side. I can give her And there's a little bit of a nose. Okay, now I don't think I like her. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to put hair on there. I can cover a lot of that with hair. Right. I'm going to end off this thread and get more thread. Okay, I'm going to continue this in silence so that I can turn my AC on. Okay, now we need hair. So I think I need some hair colors, and I think I'll iron out the marks. And I may or may not do marks for hair. I don't think I need marks for hair. And I'll be back. Okay, I did a bunch more and looked up and the camera wasn't on. And now also I think my light is dying. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this off camera and get more thread, and I'll come back. Okay, well, I have just had a heck of a time today. So I giggled the whole time I did that one. And this is just bright yellow, 2 strands DMC floss. This is also 2 strands of DMC floss number 3781. And though that's 2 wrap French knots. This is 742. And I have excuse me, I have a number 10 milliner's needle, and I have 1 strand that I wrapped in half. I wrapped in half. I folded it over, so it's actually 2 strands. But I want to do these little bullion knots. Let's try 8 wraps. No, let's try 7. All right. So I think I tried these before. Yes, nice. With a smaller needle. I was doing these before with a number 1 milliner's needle, and that's just too big for what I want. And this is a little girl, and she has a really big her head's really big in the back there, so I'm going to kind of cover it all up. Not all of it, but a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move those down there and get them sort of evened out and pull through. Pulling, 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 pulling. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Okay. I'm not sure if that was even on camera. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, I almost just pulled that through. All right. Wow. Wait. Oh, I do want it up there. I want it up there, and then I'm gonna go like this and put another one in. 2, 3, 7. Let's do one more. I recorded a bunch that I didn't record a bunch. I talked to myself quite a while earlier today. So I'm thinking maybe you might want to hear part of what I said. I was talking about, let's do this, let's go down here. I was talking about calico and stitch. If you go on Instagram, if you go and look up calico and stitch on Instagram, they're just the cutest little things. And she does make them. She does make them really tiny. And she teaches classes, but she's in Australia. Those Australian girls, they seem to have all the fun. Anyways, oh my gosh. She has a new book out with more Liberty ladies, and I can't find it for sale at all. This little girl needs some bangs or something, but let's not do a big roll for bangs. Let's just do a little tiny, some little tiny stitches. What happened there? Well, okay. I'm going to do some stab stitching here. Just because I think I might need to get my glasses. Oh, she is really cute, isn't she? Okay. I think that's enough. All right. I'm going to get some black thread and I will come back. One thing about a mess is that sometimes I don't even have to leave my desk. I had a piece of black thread right there. All right, this little girl is gonna have Ariana bangs. Ariana is my granddaughter. And she cuts her own hair. She cuts her own bangs. Because, like me, her hair grows really fast. And you can't just go to the hairdresser every, like once a month just for your bangs. That's like, it's a little ridiculous. So she cuts her bangs and they're very, very, very straight. I like them. And every time we talk on the phone, we FaceTime. She's always looking into the camera and playing with her little bangs. It's just adorable. Anyway, this is what I'm feeling back there, huh? That's just part of it. I was watching one of my videos on my Apple TV, and my the audio was very, very low, and I thought maybe I need to speak up a little Maybe I need to talk a little louder, but I'm sitting in front of my window with my window open, and my neighbors can hear me, and I'm sure it sounds like I'm talking to myself. I guess I shouldn't really be concerned about it. Oh my gosh, look at this cute little girl. Oh. Now, Ariana's hair is not like that. Her hair is longer, but she did recently tell me that she wants to get her hair cut like this. And then she texted me in the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning or something, and said she wants to wait until like August. And I texted her back and said, okay, but you know it's 3 in the morning and you woke me up. She said, I didn't realize I was going to wake you up. But I think if I texted her at 3 in the morning, she'd wake up and answer me. Okay. End off and get more thread. Okay, I found some blue on my desk. She's gonna have a hat. She's gonna have a wide brim hat, I think. I don't know if I can call these Liberty ladies if they're not made with Liberty fabric. But you know what? I think I can call them whatever I want. Ho ho ho. That is a cute hat. It looks a little more like a turban though. Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. Let's go up here and then over there and then up here and down there. There's a little piece of something, something. Wow. I think in most cases that wouldn't really matter much, but when you work tiny like this, little teeny tiny threads make a difference. All right, this has got to come a little bit, oops, a little bit lower. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Let's do that again. Let's go right in the middle of her head. Crap. and down there. All right. And then let's give her some shoes to match her hat. So I'm just going back in the back of that just to travel. All right. Shoes look like this. One little stitch for like a stiletto heel kind of thing. And then one stitch like that. How does that look? Oh, sometimes I just crack myself up. Oops. You can't come back up in the same hole you went down in. All right, I need glasses. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just cracks me up. You ever do that? You ever make something and just makes you laugh out loud? It's cute. All right, this little girl has to have some shoes too. This is just going to be, hers are just going to be like 2 little stitches. There's 1, there's 2. They have the same color shoes because they're mother and daughter. Mom, I don't want shoes that match yours. Come on now, we get them on sale. 2 for $10. You'll take them. Okay, but I'm not going to wear them. You'll wear them today. Okay, it's a little late at night, and I think I need to do a part 2 for this. So we have our little ladies done. I need to do a thing up here with that, and it needs to say garden party, and we have to have flowers and stuff. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 in a day or so. Thanks for watching. Bye.